Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, happy Wednesday, everyone. Let's get you out the door here. If you're wondering how to dress, well, very similar to what you've been doing the past couple of mornings here, as we've got numbers that are chilly. They're not frigid. They're not balmy. But, you know, hey, it is February. So we've got temperatures below freezing here in Salt Lake City at 30 degrees, right at the freezing mark in Ogden at 32. Good morning in Provo. You're down to 27 degrees this morning. Meanwhile, our friends up Cache Valley, 26 degrees, 22 as you wake up and head out the door in Vernal. We've got 21 in the Heber Valley, 27 degrees over towards Wendover. Let's take you down south where we got some cool numbers. 22 degrees for our friends in Green River this morning, 28 Hanksville, 25 Cedar City, and a balmy 46 degrees currently in St. George. All right, let's get you to the weather map. We've got a light northerly flow coming in here. The wind coming in from the north, helping to try to bring in some high clouds from time to time. We may see a little bit of that today, but the big story is definitely the big storm system with all this moisture off towards the Pacific Ocean, but it's being blocked from moving our way because of this blocking ridge of high pressure. So we're not worried about any precipitation chances or any storm systems moving in because nothing can penetrate this big ridge of high pressure. So with the flow going up and around high pressure, that's where all the storm systems and the moisture goes. Underneath it, we just see baking temperatures. So our temperatures will once again warm up about 10 to 15 degrees across the state, above average for this time of the year. We've kind of gotten used to that, and we're going to be looking at more of that continuing as the winter warmth continues through the rest of this week at least. Highs in the low 50s up towards Cache Valley, mid 50s along the Wasatch Front. We'll call it low 50s over towards the Uintas. As you get down towards the I-70 corridor, I've got us in the mid to upper 50s, mid 50s down near Blanding, and upper 60s near 70 in St. George for later on today. All right, let's look at the snow update here for you because as you can see, hey, we are still in the #1 spot safely with the least amount of snow so far leading up to this date. It's just impressive, folks. Only a 1/10 of an inch. Places like Pensacola, Florida has seen more snow than we've seen so far this season. It's just unbelievable. And you can see, even if we picked up 6 inches over the next week, we would still be in the top 5 for the least snowiest winter so far this season. That tells you just how bad it is. So high pressure, continuing above average temperatures, there will be no change for the rest of this week. So if you have outdoor plans, no precipitation chances, no cold temperatures expected, in fact, above average, and sunshine. Now, as we head into next week, that's when we still continue to watch for some signs of change as a cold front begins to approach on Monday. That cold front may not give us a lot of precipitation, but what happens behind that cold front is what we're really excited for because it opens the door to a much more colder and unsettled pattern where we may see multiple chances of precipitation through the end of next week. And with colder air in place, hey, that can spell some interesting conditions. What we do know is wetter than average conditions will make a return to the western half of the country once we get past about February 10th or so, which is next week. So things are looking good. It's what we've been hoping for, what we've been praying for, what we've been dancing for, and hopefully it comes to fruition. Now, as you can see, the chance of any winter weather here across the state through Monday, pretty much slim to none. After that, though, that's when we start to see these colors lighting up on the map. Now, it's way too early to determine snow levels and if we see valley snow with this pattern or if it's just a mountain snow event. But what we do know is precipitation and colder conditions are on the way. All right, St. George, look at that sunshine. Not cold today, not cold tomorrow. We're in fact nearing 70 degrees for a high temperature, way above average. A few scattered clouds this weekend, but not too bad. Otherwise, maybe some precipitation by next Tuesday. The Wasatch Front, I've got that hazy sunshine as that ridge of high pressure builds overhead. Highs in the mid-50s, 10 to 15 degrees above average. A few clouds possible this weekend, but look at that. I see signs of a pattern change, especially once we get past Monday of next week. All right, let's get a check on your traffic as we get you out the door this morning. You'll be able to see quiet conditions as many folks are starting to wake up, heading out for their Wednesday morning commute, whether it's off to work or school. Things are looking pretty good. I do want to point out here at the North Temple Street exit that they are doing construction and they've been adjusting the exit ramp there. So, you know, if you've been on 215, how that changes from day to day, be alert of that. But otherwise, let's get you over towards State Route 201, where you can see traffic moving smoothly this morning. We've seen an uptick in cars, so be aware it is a Wednesday morning. A lot of folks heading off to work and school, but so far, no major accidents or delays to let you know about. But of course, we'll keep an eye on things for you closely. If that changes, we will let you know. That's the latest on your traffic and weather. Now let's send it back over to Matt.